Good day. For today, we will have example on our topic AC single-phase circuits. So for our first problem, we have an AC circuit. Load is rated 160 kVA at a lagging power factor of 0.75. Determine the real and reactive powers. So for this one, we are given this 160 kVA, and that will be our apparent power S, and a lagging power factor of 0.75. So that will be our power factor. And then we are to determine the real and reactive power. So our real power, that is denoted by P, and then reactive power denoted by Q. So we can solve for the real and reactive power referring to our power triangle. So if this is our power triangle, okay, so that one, if this is our angle theta, this is our real power P, apparent power S, and then reactive power Q. So we can get formula out from our power triangle. So if we are to solve first our P, so again, our P is the real power. So for the real power P, we can get an equation out from here using the given S, because we know that S is given and theta is also given from our power factor, because we know that our power factor is equal to cosine theta. Okay? So power factor is in terms of theta. So there's no problem with that. So from that, cosine theta, so we will utilize now our Ka. So Ka from our SOHCAHTOA will be cosine theta is equal to, adjacent of this angle is P, and then over our hypotenuse S. So by cross multiply, we can get an equation for our real power P that's now equal to S cosine theta. Or we can rewrite that one as our S power factor, because cosine theta is just equal to our power factor. So since S and power factor is given, we can now solve for our P. So P now is equal to S is 160. So 160 kVA, so times 10 raised to 3 VA. And then power factor is 0.75. Then if we calculate that one, our real power now is equal to 120 kilowatts. So this is now our real power. Then, how about our reactive power? So actually, we can again get a formula out from our power triangle. So there are two possible solutions to that. So from that, again, we will utilize our S and angle theta. So the relationship between our theta to Q, which is our unknown, that is opposite. And for the S, that is hypotenuse. So we will have from our SOHCAHTOA opposite and hypotenuse. So that is our SO. So now, that is now sine theta is equal to, okay, is equal to opposite, that is Q, and then over our hypotenuse S. Therefore, Q is equal to, by cross multiply, S sine theta. So all we have to do before we solve for Q is solve for the value of theta. So theta is equal to cosine inverse power factor, right? Because we know that power factor is equal to cosine theta. So if we solve for theta, that will be cosine inverse. The power factor is 0.75. So theta, if we solve that, that will be cosine inverse 0.75, that is equal to 41.496 degrees. Okay, so since we know now the theta, we can now solve for Q. That's equal to S is 160. So 160 times 10 raised to 3 VA multiplied by sine. Our theta 41.4096. So if we solve that 160 times 10 raised to 3, then sine 41.4096, that's equal to, in kVAR, so Q is equal to 105.83. So 00 now, so we can just put that in 83 to decimal places. And for the unit of measurement is kVAR. Okay? So this is now our Q. Then, another approach, para hindi na tayo mag-solve ng angle theta, pwede din nating makuha from our power triangle na our Q, so by Pythagorean theorem, our Q is just the square root of our hypotenuse, square of the hypotenuse, minus yung real power natin. So if we solve that, di na tayo magsosolve ng angle theta. Just plug in now yung S natin na 160 squared. So di na ako naglagay ng times 10 raised to 3 para yung kukunin na later on sa Q, matik na kVAR. Okay? So plus or minus, yung P natin is 120 kilowatts. So naka-kilowatts na silang dalawa. Then if we solve that, we will arrive at the same answer, which is 105.83 kVAR. So same lang sila nito and then nito. Okay? So that is for problem number 1. Then let's proceed to problem number 2. So yon. States here that a 160 microfarad capacitor is connected in series with a 10 ohm resistor. Write equation of the current when voltage is 220 sine 370 volts. So, take note na yung hinahanap dito is the equation of the current. Okay? So, let's start with that. Na diba alam natin na yung equation ng current natin from our introduction is yung I natin, I of t is equal to Im maximum sine omega t plus theta. So, tingnan natin yung equation natin kung ano yung needed values natin para makagawa tayo ng equation. So, kung titignan natin, kailangan natin i-identify yung Im natin and also identify what is our angular velocity and then our theta or the phase angle theta. So, dito sa problem na to, may given tayo that is 160 microfarad. So, this is now our C. Okay? So, C is equal to 160 microfarad, the capacitance of our capacitor. And that is series with 10 ohm resistor. So, that is our resistance R is equal to 10 ohms. And then we are also given this one. This is the equation of our voltage. And we know that from our equation sa voltage natin that V of t is equal to Vm sine omega t plus theta, right? So, kung titignan natin, itong 220 natin dito, that is our Vm, tama? Ito siya. So, this one. So, 220 dyan, that is our Vm. So, we can write that Vm is equal to 220 volts. Ano pa? Kung titignan natin, that is sine 3770. So, dito sa equation natin, omega t. So, therefore naman, itong 377 natin, that is our omega. So, omega now is equal to 377. At wala siyang plus anything to that. So, meaning, yung theta natin is equal to 0. Kasi reference yung voltage natin. Kaya yan yung equation niya. Okay? So, kung babalikan natin itong equation natin for our current, na-identify na natin kung ano yung omega since that is equal to 377. So, wala na tayong problema. Omega is equal to 377. Yung problema na lang natin, so okay na tayo dito. Yan. So, yung problema na lang natin, so, okay na tayo dyan. So, yung problema na lang nating isolve is yung IM or the maximum current. So, solve for IM and i-identify din natin si phase angle theta natin. Tama? So, from that, from our Ohm's law, IM is equal to, that is now VM over yung impedance natin na Z. Since we have a series connected na capacitor and resistor. Tama? Okay. So, yan. Masosolve natin siya. Since VM is, na-identify na natin kanina na 220, and yung kailangan natin munang isolve is ano yung Z natin or the impedance. So again, given tayo ng series connected na RC circuit, so yung Z natin would be R minus. Take note, minus kapag capacitor, J XC. So that is now equal to, R is given 10, so 10 minus J. Yung XC naman natin, need din natin yan isolve kasi C lang yung given. Because we know that our formula for XC or the impedance, reactance, capacitive reactance is equal to 1 over omega C. Tama? So that is now 1 all over omega natin is na-identify na kanina, 377, and C now is 160 micro is negative 6 farad. So, to solve that, that is now equal to 16. So, dito na lang. So, XC is equal to 16.5782. That is in ohms. So, plug in natin dito. That is J 16.5782 ohms. So, that is now our Z. So, since may Z na tayo, substitute na natin dito sa equation. That is now equal to V sub M is 220. Take note, kapag kukuha tayo ng current, lagay natin yung angle. So, since we know that in our problem, si voltage is our reference, so that is at 0 degrees. Then, that is now Z is 10 minus J 16.5782. So, if we solve that one, our IM now is equal to, kung magsasolve tayo, may makukuha tayong polar form. Tama? So, need natin yun i-convert into rectangular form para makuha na din si phase angle theta natin. So, solving that, we get in rectangular form, that is 11.3632. And then, angle. Yung nakuha nating angle is 58.9 degree ampere. Ibig sabihin, ito na si magnitude ng IM natin. So, ito na si IM. And then, this one naman is our angle theta. So, if we rewrite that one, si ano na natin, equation for current, IT now, is equal to, referring to this one, IM, that is 11.3632, and then sine. Sine, omega is 377 T, so T, and then plus, positive 58.9 degree. So, ito na si phase angle niya. So, that is in amperes. Therefore, ito na yung ating equation for our current. Then, prove na natin, just an additional information, na kapag capacitive, yung RC, yung circuit natin, na mapansin natin na yung I natin is positive yung angle niya, meaning si I is leading our voltage V. Tama? So this is now the problem number 2. Alright, so let's have another one. For number 3 naman, it says here a 100 millihenry inductance is connected in series naman with a 40 ohm resistor. The voltage is 220 volts. What is the current? Assume omega or the angular velocity equals to 377. So again, this one, yung 100 millihenry natin, that is our inductance L. So L is 100 millihenry. And then we have also 40 ohm resistor. So R is equal to 40 ohms. Then a voltage of 220 volts. So this is our V, 220 volts. Then we are to get the current I. Alright? So again, from our Ohm's law, our I, since we have here a series connected RL circuit, so our I now is equal to V over our Z. So this will now be our working formula to get for I. So if we look at to this equation or formula, CV is already given. So we know that V is already given, and that is equal to 220. So all we have to do now is solve for our Z. So solve natin si Z before natin ma-solve yung I. So Z from the series connected LR circuit. So si Z now is equal to R plus JXL. Tama? So yan, that is now R, yung R natin is equal to ilan na? 40. So 40 plus J. So again, XL is not yet identified, but we can solve for that given by the equation XL is equal to omega L. And take note na given na si omega, that is equal to 377. So if we solve for XL or the inductive reactance, that is 377 multiplied by L, that is, that is 100 milli, so times 10 raised to negative 3 Henry. So XL, if we solve that one, that is equal to, alright, 37.7 ohms. So that will now be 37.7. And if we get only the magnitude, kung i-convert natin yan, so sa calculator natin, we can convert that 40 plus 37.7 I or J 37.7, we can convert that one to rectangular. So if we convert that one, that is equal to 54, ilan? 54.9663, then angle 43.3045. 3045 degree, so that is in ohms. So for this one, we can get I. Kunin lang natin yung magnitude niya. So again, yung magnitude ng ating Z is this one. So si 54. So if we compute that one, that is V given 220. And then over si Z is 54. So wait. 54.9663. So computing I, that is 220. So 220, divide that by 54.9663. That is equal to approximately 4.0025 or 4 amperes. So this is now our I. Okay? So, yan. So, that is for problem number 3. Then, how about, let's give it another one. So for problem 4, it says here that an industrial single-phase load consumes 15 kilowatts at a lagging power factor of 0.707. The supply is 240 volts at 50 Hz. Determine the initial reactive and apparent power and the required capacitance to raise the power factor to 0.95 lagging. So, kunin lang natin yung mga given for this certain problem. So, yung 15 kilowatts, ito yung ating real power. So, that is our P. No? And at a lagging power factor of 0.707. Kung papansinin natin itong problem natin, power factor correction tayo. Kasi may power factor na initial, so this will be our PF1, which is equal to 0.707. Then, iaangat natin siya into a certain power factor. Okay? And then, also, supply is given. That is rated 240. So, V is equal to 240 volts. And then, frequency of 50 Hertz. Alright. Determine the initial reactive. So, ito yung hinihingi. Initial reactive from the word initial. So, siya si reactive power Q of 1. Q's of 1. And apparent power. So, kunin din daw natin si initial apparent power denoted by S1. And the required. Pinapakuha din yung required capacitance to raise, eto na, i-raise down natin yung power factor natin to 0.95. So, meaning, itong 0.95, that is our power factor 2, or the new power factor that is equal to 0.95. So, capacitance naman, ito yung pinapakuha din, denoted by C. Okay? So, let's start with yung triangle natin. So, if we see this triangle, so originally, eto siya. So, eto yung triangle natin. So, if this is our, again, this is our reactive power Q. So, di ba may initial and then may final. So, ito yung Q1 natin. So, Q sub 1, our initial reactive power. Then, ito naman si P. So, yung P natin, hindi yan nagbabago. So, ito yung P natin. So, real power P. Then, for this hypotenuse, ito naman si original natin, S1. Then, if we are to correct the power factor, may magiging bago tayong reactive power dito. So, kung yan na yung correction natin, so may makikita tayong bagong reactive power dito, denoted by our Q's of 2. Then, this is now our Q's of C. So, ito na yung sa capacitor bank natin for us to have the 0.95 na power factor na bago. So, this is our Q's of C. So, if this is Q's of 2, then, ito naman si S of 2 natin na. So, this one now is our theta 2. Then, yung original natin kanina is si from here to here, that is theta 1. So, ito na yung triangle natin na basis natin for this certain example. So, unahin natin yung pinapakuha niya doon na initial reactive power. That is denoted by Q's of 1. Alright? So, from here, Q's of 1 yung pinapakuha, which is eto siya. So, kung titignan natin, ano ba yung given? So, given si P natin, tama? P is given. Then, also, power factor is given. Tama. So, power factor is given and we know that power factor is equal to cosine theta. And if power factor is given, automatically, we can solve for angle theta. Alright? So, kung titignan natin sa equation, si Q, solving Q. So, solving Q. solve for Q1, yung relationship ng Q1 sa P natin, yung relationship ng ating theta 1 sa Q natin is opposite, and for P, that is adjacent. So, opposite adjacent from our SOHCAHTOA, that is TOA. Tama? Opposite, then adjacent. So, that will be our equation that is now tangent theta 1. Theta 1 yan kasi subscript 1 yon, is equal to, opposite side will be Q sub 1 over C, adjacent natin, asan na? Adjacent natin is si P. So, P, we can get a formula by cross multiply. Q sub 1 is equal to P tan theta 1. Tama? Then, sabi ko nga kanina na si P is given and theta 1, we can solve for that by our power factor. Kasi alam natin na power factor is equal to cosine theta. Therefore, si theta 1 is equal to cosine inverse si power factor 1. So, that is now cosine inverse. Ano ulit yung power factor 1 natin? This one. That is 0.707. So, 0.707, we can compute theta 1 equals to, so computing that, cosine inverse 0.707, so that is now equal to 45. Or 45, if we get the 4 decimal places, 45.0087 degrees. So, we already get theta 1, so we are ready to solve for Q sub 1. So, P is 15. So, 15, so kilowatts, okay, para later, kilowatts na agad yung makuha natin. Then, kVAR. So, tangent, theta 1 is 45.0087. Therefore, theta 1, computing that, 15 times tangent is 45.0087. That's equivalent to 15.0046 kVAR. Alright? So, ito na yung una niyang pinapakuha. Q's of one order reactive, power initial, reactive, power Q. So, yan. Then, next is yung apparent power naman. Initial apparent power denoted by S1. So, burahin ko na to, okay? So, tanggalin na natin to. Since na-solve na natin si Q1. Or sige, kunin ko lang to. So, this one as our Q1. Then, we can now solve for our S1. So, yung S1 naman, actually, again, si S1, pwede nating makuha from our formula na power factor is equal to cosine theta. Then, if we look at our cosine theta here, so, say, power factor 1, cosine theta 1, since initial yung pinapakuha, cosine theta is ka. So, adjacent ng theta 1 is P. Okay? P. And then, hypotenuse niya is si S1. So, S1. So, out from that, we can solve si S1 by cross multiply. That is equal to P over our power factor 1, which is given na tong dalawa. So, we can just plug in. Si P is 15. So, kilowatts na lang kunin natin. Over si PF1 is 0.707. And if we calculate that one, that is 15 divided by 0.707, that's equal to 21.2164. That is already in kVA. So, unit of measurement for our S is VA. But since kilowatts na yung linagay natin doon, matik K na din yon. Okay, so that is for our S. Then, another approach to that, since we have the power triangle, we can also get formula, tawag doon, by Pythagorean theorem, no? Pythagorean theorem, that is, si S, since S yung kinukuha natin, S1 is equal to the square root of that is just the sum of P squared plus C cubes of 1 squared. So let's try to solve for this another approach if we get same answer. So P, that is 15. So 15 kilowatts squared plus C cubes of 1, nakuha natin kanina, 15.0046 kVAR. So since yan na yung mga ginamit nating values, so squared pala, yung makukuha na natin dito is kilowatts. Or sorry, kVA pala kasi S. So try to calculate that one. 15 squared plus 15.0046 squared. So tama. Yung makukuha natin still is 21.2165. May discrepancy lang dito but they are just the same. So that is our S1. So it's either this one or this approach will still get the same answer. Alright? So, yan. Lagay ko lang din dito na si S1 is equal to 21.2164 kVA. So, yan. So, pwede nating burahin ito. Okay. So, yan. Then, for the last required, sabi dyan, capacitance to raise the power factor to a certain number 0.95 lagging. So, yung formula natin for C, capacitance C, dun sa introduction natin, our C is equal to Q sub C over C omega V squared. And we know that omega, since walang given na omega, that could be rewrite as omega is 2 pi f, then v squared. Since makikita natin f is given. So, we will utilize this one. And assessing our equation, meron na tayong f. So, f is given, also v is given, but we don't have q's of c yet. Okay? But looking at our power triangle, si Q's of C, kung mapapansin natin, so dito na tayo, Q's of C, so eto siya. So kung titignan natin yan, makukuha natin si Q's of C by Q's of 1 minus Q's of 2. Tama? So rewriting that, Q's of 1 minus Q's of 2. Then, paano natin makukuha si Q's of 1? So again, from our power triangle, so, kung titignan natin, so, if ito, so, ito si P, ito si Q, ito si S, then angle theta there. So, yung ano natin, relationship ng, so, syempre, i-utilize natin yung given na P. So, relationship ng P sa theta natin is adjacent. Relationship ng theta natin sa Q is opposite. So, TOA, tama? So, TOA, so, tangent theta is equal to opposite Q over adjacent P. So, if we get a formula for our Q by cross multiply, Q is equal to P tan theta. So, yun yung gagamitin natin dito. So, move ko lang to. Saglit. So, yan. So, meaning, etong Q1 na is equal to, from our derived kanina, so, P, hindi naman yung nagbabago, so walang subscript. So, P tan, since Q1, theta 1, minus P tan Q theta, Q sub 2, so theta 2. And the common factor is P, so we can factor that out. So, P tan theta 1 minus tan theta 2. Then, we assess this one. Si P is already given. So, P given. So, problema na lang ulit natin is si theta 1 and theta 2. But we can solve theta 1 and theta 2 because we have power factor 1 and power factor 2. So, if we solve that one, si power factor, diba, alam natin na, ito, power factor is equal to cosine theta. So, kukunin natin si theta 1 by cosine inverse si power factor 1. Tama? So, that's equal to cosine inverse si power factor 1 natin is, so wait, dito na lang. So, cosine inverse power factor 1 natin is ito, 0.707. So, yung value niyan, if we calculate, is equal to 45 degrees. Then theta 2 naman is equal to cosine inverse C power factor 2. So, cosine inverse power factor 2 is this one, given 0.95. And if we calculate that one, that's equal to 18.19 degrees. So, kompleto na tayo. May P na tayo, may theta 1 saka theta 2. Then, we can now solve for Q's of C. So, Q's of C now. So, solving for Q's of C here. So, Q's of C is, follow natin ito. Okay? So, P is 15 kilo. So, 15. So, mag-kilo na lang ako dito para kVAR later on. So, kilowatts. And then, tan theta 1. So, tangent, theta 1 is 45. So, 45. Then, minus. So, minus tan. So, wait, di kasha. So, move natin. So, yan. Tan theta 2 is 18.19. 18.19. So, yan. And if we solve for Q's of C now, we can get, so, tan 45 minus tan 18.19, then multiplied by 15 kilowatts, that is 10.0712. 0712, since kilowatts kanina, kVAR na to. Okay? So, may QC na tayo. Therefore, we can now solve for our capacitance C. So, using this one, C now is equal to, following the equation, Q's of C. So, plug in 10.0712. Take note, naka-kVAR yan. Then, 2 pi. So, 2 pi, si F natin is 50. And then, V squared, our V is 240. So, 240, naka-square. So, calculate that one. That is equal to 10.0712 over 2 pi. Then, 50, 240 squared. That is equal to, so, kung i-micro natin yan, in microfarad, that is equivalent to 556.5533 in 4 decimal microfarad. Okay? So, ito na yung capacitance ng ating capacitor bank for us to raise the power factor from 0.707 up to 0.95. Okay? So, this one. Alright, so I think we're done with our example. So I hope you learned your lesson today. So good luck to your final exams. Bye.